One application of square roots is the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem states that for any right triangle, that is, a triangle that has a 90-degree angle, the following relationship is true. That if the two legs of a right angle, each squared and added together, that's going to equal to the hypotenuse, or the opposite side squared. Or simply put, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So the sum of the squares of the two shorter sides, we call the legs of the triangle, is equal to the square of the longest side, the hypotenuse of the triangle. Note you see that little box in the lower left corner of the triangle? That's the indicator right angle. By using different variations of the formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, we can determine the length of one side of the right triangle if we know the length of the other two sides. So for instance, to find the length a, we can use a is equal to the square root of c squared minus b squared. To find the length b, we can use b is equal to the square root of c squared minus a squared. To find the length of the hypotenuse c, we can use c is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. So let's go ahead and find c here. And again, if you want to find c, that would be the square root of a squared plus b squared. And in this case here, a is 3 inches and b is 4 inches. So this is really the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. That's going to be 9 plus 16. So the square root of 25, which comes out to be 5 inches. So the hypotenuse is 5 inches. In this case, say I want to find a, and that's going to be c squared minus the square root of c squared minus b squared, where c is 14 meters and b is 10 meters. So this would be the square root of 14 squared minus 10 squared. 14 squared is 196 minus 100. So this comes out to be the square root of 96, which is approximately, if I go 96 square root, that's approximately 9.798 meters. Or you could say the square root of 96 meters.